Call now.
Coming up on First at 4, University of Kentucky President Eli Capilouto pays a visit to Floyd County. And it's back to work for the British Royals as they move forward after Queen Elizabeth's death.
Plus, more beautiful weather on the way into tomorrow, but our eyes are also turning to the tropics. The breakdown ahead is First at 4. Continues.
Mountain News First at 4 continues.
University of Kentucky President Dr. Eli Capilouto paid a visit to some schools across the region today. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from Floyd County, where Capilouto is showing his support for engineering and computer science programs in the mountains.
I'm here at the Floyd County School of Innovation, where UK President Eli Capilouto paid a visit to tour the school. Capilouto toured many of the school's classrooms where various career pathways are on display. Those paths range from equipment operation to 911 dispatch, but Capilouto's visit is focused on engineering and computer science fields. Capilouto was joined by Stanley Pigman, a Knott County native who is a supporter of the school and gives scholarships to engineering students throughout the region. Both Pigman and Capilouto also took time to interact with students. School officials say this is a wonderful opportunity for Eastern Kentucky.
It's important for our students to see, even though we've been through so much in the last couple months in Floyd County, a lot of disaster, a lot of heartache, for them to get this chance for some positivity to come into our school and to our county, they're so excited, and I'm so happy for them to see it and to be recognized, what they're doing and what they're accomplishing.
Capilouto and Pigman also visited several campuses in Perry County on Tuesday and will visit campuses in Pike and Johnson County on Wednesday. In Floyd County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Capilouto said his visits to campuses across eastern Kentucky and seeing kids back in school following the disasters we have seen in the region was inspiring. We'll have more from the Floyd County School of Innovation tonight at 6. Well, nearly 700 students and teachers left the classroom today for a career fair field trip. High school students from 12 schools gathered in the Corbin Arena for the SOAR Healthcare Career Pathway Fair to learn about opportunities and future career options. Executive Director of SOAR, Colby Hall, says it's important for students to know about the great job opportunities right here in Eastern Kentucky.
There's healthcare jobs available here now in the region for students that are interested in healthcare, maybe on the line, maybe they don't know what they want to do. I think it's really important for us to get to them early to say, hey, you don't have to leave the region to get a good paying job in healthcare.
This is the second Healthcare Career Pathway Fair for SOAR. WYMT's Olivia Calfee will have more from the students coming up at 6.
Well, our eyes have been firmly placed on the Gulf of Mexico talking about Hurricane Ian. We'll have another update hopefully within the half hour, but around the mountains, all quiet. I mean, it's been a beautiful day. Just a few of those fair weather clouds as decoration in a very deep blue sky. Beautiful out there. 64 the reading in Perry County. Same thing. We head out for that was front door here at WYMT. Now down to Buffalo Mountain, southern part of the county. Even better. I mean, it's just a beautiful look out there this afternoon. Temperatures in the middle to upper 60s. Couple of spots getting near 70. Looking at you, Somerset, now sitting right at 70, but otherwise in good shape. Yeah, we had a few of those fair weather clouds bubble up across the Big Sandy a little bit earlier on, but they continue to scoot off to the south and east, and we will do the same with our camera view here. Here's the latest. Still a Category 3 Hurricane Ian as it approaches. It's going to approach Key West. It's not going to hit Key West, but it's going to approach the Tampa Bay metro area, and it's something to keep a very close eye on. We'll have, again, an update hopefully within the next half hour as the latest forecast package comes in. For us, though, quiet tonight, mid-60s by 5, low 50s by 9, and we're down into the 40s overnight, and I think some of us could make a run into the upper 30s. Details on that coming up in just a few. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. A former Kentucky senator was laid to rest today. Bobby Flynn died last week at the age of 95. Flynn was also a councilman in the city of Lexington for many years. Flynn is the father of former pro baseball player Doug Flynn. A facility that helps provide people with job opportunities is now open in Lexington. Officials held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Lexington Manufacturing Center this morning. The new 63,000 square foot building is a big upgrade for LMC compared to their old site, which was 5 buildings totaling 57,000 square feet.
And this may not be a big deal for some, but this is huge for us. So we have a facility that not only suits what we're doing right now with our warehousing, logistics, services, and our manufacturing, but it allows us to continue to grow and change.
The Lexington Manufacturing Center and the Opportunity for Work and Learning organization are partnering companies that work together to offer people on-site training and job opportunities. Higgins also says they are willing to give everybody an opportunity to work. Britain's royals are getting back to work now that their official mourning period for Queen Elizabeth has ended. CBS's Ian Lee has more on that from London.
The new Prince and Princess of Wales made their first official visit to Wales Tuesday. William and Kate made the trip, as the palace says, to deepen the trust and respect for the people there.
Thank you for coming.
Everyone is adjusting to their new roles, including King Charles III, pictured with his official red box of government documents at Buckingham Palace. The palace's post office is busy rolling out letters with the king's new cipher.
The cipher is the monarch's monogram. It really consists of the initial of their name combined with the R for Rex.
Rex is Latin for king, along with C for Charles. The monogram will also appear on the UK's famous red letter boxes and on government buildings.
The money is also going to change here. The king's face will eventually replace his mother's, but not for a couple of years.
Queen Elizabeth is gone, but not forgotten. The Royal Mail is releasing new stamps looking back on the late monarch's life through the decades, which historians say will be a tough act to follow.
One of the things he'll face, of course, is he'll always be compared to her. And that will be difficult because she was an iconic figure and will continue to be so.
As the nation adapts to its first new head of state in 70 years. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
The coronation for King Charles III is expected sometime next year. The British pound tumbled to a record low yesterday. There's fear the government's new economic plan could push finances to the limit. The pound dropped more than 4% against the U.S. dollar as trading opened in Asia and Australia. The slump follows the UK government's announcement last week that it would impose the biggest tax cuts in 50 years as a way to boost spending. Critics argue the measure could lead to the collapse of the pound. Researchers in Europe are seeing another uptick in COVID-19 cases. The Zoe Health study says it has documented a 30% increase in reported cases in England within the past week. The study is a project backed by grants from the UK government. It uses an app to let people in the UK and US report their daily symptoms and the results of their COVID home tests. Officials with the project believe this could signal the next COVID wave. Their results follow new data from the UK's National Health Service, which showed increases in both cases and hospitalizations. New home sales in the U.S. bounced back last month. That's despite high prices and increasing mortgage rates that have pushed some buyers away. The federal government reports 685,000 new homes were sold in August, up from 532,000 in July. Meanwhile, the median price for a new home fell slightly, just $2,600 to $436,800. New home sales had been trending lower, with prospective buyers seeing their budget stretched thin by long construction times, mounting costs, and rising mortgage rates. Hurricane Ian is not expected to impact fuel prices, at least right now. AAA reports the national average for a gallon is $3.75. That's about 8 cents more than it was last week, but analysts say Ian is not to blame. BP and Chevron have evacuated crews from offshore and natural gas fields in the Gulf of Mexico for safety, but Ian's path is not projected to cross that area. Analysts say the loss of roughly 485,000 barrels a day from these evacuations will be minor for overall production. Coming up as First at 4 continues, one popular online retailer is adding another deal event.
Plus, more sunny weather on the way for the next few days before perhaps Ian could be making a visit to the Bluegrass. Those details coming up.
WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen. Customers